In this session, as discussed earlier, in this session we'll discuss two concepts. One is radio in the post-independence era in India, and the other one is radio in Kerala. Okay. So at the time of independence, you can say AIR, All India Radio Network, had only 6 stations. They are like Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Madras, Lucknow, and Tiruchirappalli. Okay, and it had 18 transmitters. Of all these transmitters, 6 were on medium wave, and the rest were on short wave. So this is like the broad out way of you can say All India Radio at the time of independence. And you can say when the princely states integrated with India, you know that after independence, after our declaration of independence, till the time we became a republic, in 1950, many princely states got merged with the Indian state. Okay, and when the princely state were integrated with India, low power radio stations at Mysore, Trivandrum, Hyderabad, Aurangabad, and Baroda were taken over by All India Radio and became part of the network by 1950. Okay. Then the target audience of these radio stations were urban listeners. It was not, in fact, we are talking about the time of independence. It was not extended towards the masses, or you can say the majority of Indians, who were living in the rural areas. And then you can say that, right now we have extended extensively to almost every part of this nation, and it is accessible to 99.20 per population of the country. That is what AIR today claim, and nearly 92% of the total area, with broadcasts in 23 languages and 146 dialects, catering to a vast spectrum of socially, culturally, economically diverse population of India. Okay, so that is what the AIR, All India Radio, claim, and it was made public in the year 2014. The first FM channel was launched by AIR on an experimental basis in 1977 in Chennai, and the local radio stations of AIR, which had their beginning in 1984, were all based on FM technology. Listeners of All India Radio thus got exposed to high fidelity sound quality. At present, AIR have some 206 FM transmitters across the country as on 31st December 2014. That is what the records actually tell us. Now you can say that I am on page number 48. Okay, the first two paragraphs of 48 are very important for the reason you can use it for any question that actually comes from this particular set. I'm talking about any essay question. So the first paragraph is, you can use it as an introduction paragraph. Radio is widely used as a mass communication medium. Okay, and a medium. It has great potentiality in the dissemination of information and in providing education and entertainment to the millions. So dissemination of information, one purpose of radio. Another is education. Then you can say like entertainment to the millions of people of India. However, optimum use of the medium is made by the rural population, as their access to other media is limited. So that there lies the greatness, or there lies the significance of this particular media called radio. It is used mostly, or the optimum use of it is in fact being made by the rural population of India. Okay, and there lies the success of this media. Now in the next paragraph, you can see what exactly is the relevance of radio. It can be a separate question, or you can say, you can write it as like a conclusion, in the conclusion as a conclusion paragraph in some of the essays from this particular chapter. So radio as a mass medium has great relevance in a country like India. Why? Because India, even amidst the overwhelming presence of television and new media, it has got its own significance. And why exactly it is so? They say, one, a vast majority of rural population in India has less access to or no access to power supply. That is one reason. And such their access to television sets is also, they are also limited. Okay, so access to television sets are limited, and also you can say they have no, not that proper power supply. So in these areas, All India Radio's programs continue to be the only source of information and entertainment, and that is the relevance of, you can say, radio. Okay, so with that I move on to the next session which I want to discuss in this area itself, and that is radio broadcasts in Kerala. Okay, during colonial rule, the only broadcast station that you can say during that particular time was or you can say pre-independent period, it is from Travancore. Okay, so during colonial rule, the Travancore state set up the first radio station of Kerala. The Travancore State Broadcasting Station came into being on 12th March 1943. You should not study the date. What you have to remember is it was in the year 1943, and the transmitter was installed Kulatur, and the studio was located at old MLA quarters in Palayam. That's in Trivandrum, both places. Then 2 hours of broadcasting on Friday evenings were aired by the station, and it merged with All India Radio Network, means merged with AIR on no need to study again the year, in 1950, date no need to study, and it became All India Radio Thiruvananthapuram. Okay, so that's all about radio broadcast in Kerala. And in the next session, we'll discuss about the organizational structure of AIR, which is a very important question. Okay, so till then, stay at home, stay safe, and take care.